When the time came for Mary and Joseph to bring the baby Jesus to Jerusalem so that he could be dedicated to the Lord, there was a man there named Simeon. And you can find Simeon's story in Luke chapter 2 and verses 25 to 35. Now, Simeon, we're told, was a righteous and a devout man, and the Holy Spirit rested on him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he wouldn't see death before he had seen the Lord's Messiah. And we're told in verse 27 that guided by the Spirit, he came into the temple just when Mary and Joseph were bringing the baby in. And Simeon took the baby Jesus in his arms and then offered words of blessing. And after those words of blessing, Simeon blessed Mary and Joseph. In our verses for the day, in verse 34 and 35, Simeon, it says this, "Then Simeon blessed them and said to his mother Mary, 'This child is destined for the falling and rising of many in Israel, and to be a sign that will be opposed, so that the inner thoughts of many will be revealed, and a sword will pierce your own soul too.'" How would you feel as a mom or even a dad to have someone say this about your newborn baby? It sounds ominous, doesn't it? Because it is. The idea that this child some people will fall, some people will rise, that he will be opposed, and that a sword will pierce Mary's heart, the pain she will feel when Jesus is crucified. One of the things about Luke's gospel, and you really see it here in Simeon's story, is about the importance of the Holy Spirit. Luke talks more about the Holy Spirit certainly than Mark or Matthew, and that's something that carries through into the book of Acts and the day of Pentecost. But a connection between the Holy Spirit and prophecy is something that, again, Luke will be part of his story of Jesus. But I think about Simeon and I think about Mary and Joseph, and here Luke is foreshadowing what is going to happen in Jesus' life before it happens. That this baby is going to grow up, and it's going to take 30 years of him growing and becoming a man before he publicly begins his ministry. But the Holy Spirit, through Simeon, has shared this is what will happen. And it's going to be a challenge and a heartache for Mary and for Jesus. But each of us has to decide, as Simeon is saying, is Jesus going to be somebody who causes us to fall because of our response to him? Or is he someone who is going to enable us to rise? I hope, because you're watching these videos, that for you, you will see Jesus as the Christ and the Messiah, and someone who blesses you and raises you up.